Professor Zyler cleared his throat, his multifaceted eyes scanning the amphitheater. The air hummed with the soft clicks and chirps of his diverse student body. Today's lesson was Xenobiology 101, Predator-Prey Dynamics, a subject that always caused a few frills to wilt. In the center of the room, a reinforced containment field shimmered, holding a creature from the planet Skrill, a Vorlag. It resembled a six-legged panther, its obsidian fur sleek and its muscles coiled like powerful springs. A low growl rumbled from its chest, a sound that made the delicate Gleep students tremble and retract their eye stalks. As you can see, Professor Zyler projected telepathically, the Vorlag is an apex predator. Its claws can slice through plasteel, and its venom is neurotoxic, causing paralysis in under 3 standard seconds. It is a perfect example of a Class 7 predator. We will be observing its hunting behavior. The professor then gestured towards a smaller, terrified herbivore being lowered into the enclosure. A collective gasp, a wave of empathetic distress washed over the class, all except for one student. In the third row sat Alex, the sole human in the program. He wasn't cowering or looking away. Instead, he was leaning forward, an expression of intense curiosity on his face. Alex was from Earth, a planet classified as a death world. This label was usually met with a mixture of disbelief and pity by his peers. How could anything sentient evolve on a world with tectonic instability, extreme weather, and a biosphere that seemed actively hostile? As the Vorlag stalked its prey, the classroom's tension became unbearable for many. A young Zinchen fainted, his scaly hide turning a pale green. Alex, however, just frowned slightly. He saw the tremor in the Vorlag's back leg, the slight cloudiness in one of its eyes. He'd seen animals like this back home, animals suffering. Suddenly, the Vorlag let out a piercing shriek. It wasn't a hunting cry. It was a cry of pain. It stumbled, its powerful legs tangling, and collapsed onto the enclosure floor, twitching violently. Panic erupted. Students chirped and screeched in alarm. Professor Zyler rushed to the control panel, his tendrils flying across the console. It's having a seizure. The tranquilizer must have had a delayed adverse reaction. Med team is 5 minutes out. But Alex was already moving. Before anyone could react, he vaulted over the railing and landed softly on the amphitheater floor. He strode to the containment field controls, his fingers a blur as he input the emergency override sequence he'd memorized from the syllabus. Professor, requesting manual access. I think I can help it. Zyler was frozen, stunned. Student Alex, that is a Class 7 predator. It is in distress and will lash out. The energy field sizzled and vanished. Alex didn't hesitate. He walked calmly into the enclosure. A hush fell over the room. Every eye, stalk, and sensor was fixed on the human. He was approaching the convulsing 600-pound killing machine without any armor, any weapon, not even a basic energy shield. It was suicidal. Alex knelt beside the Vorlag. The creature's head thrashed, its venom-tipped claws flailing wildly. One swipe could end him. But Alex moved with a practiced calm that was utterly alien to his classmates. He spoke in a low, soothing voice, the words themselves meaningless to the animal, but the tone universal. Easy there, big fella, easy now, it's okay. I'm here to help. He gently placed a hand on the Vorlag's quivering flank. His other hand moved with surprising speed, avoiding the snapping jaws and thrashing limbs to find the junction of the creature's neck and shoulder. With firm, steady pressure from his thumb, he began to massage a specific nerve cluster. This was a technique he'd learned from his veterinarian aunt when dealing with panicking dogs and horses. It often helped to interrupt the neurological misfires of a seizure. The Vorlag's thrashing began to subside. Its growls softened into whimpers. Alex kept up the steady pressure, his voice a constant, calming murmur. That's it, just breathe. It's almost over. The entire class watched, utterly captivated and horrified. Their cultural understanding of predators was simple. They were monsters to be avoided, studied from a safe distance, or terminated. No one interacted with them, no one touched them. Especially not when they were distressed and at their most dangerous. Alex was breaking every conceivable rule of survival. To them it was like watching someone try to hug a plasma fire. Slowly the seizure passed. The Vorlag lay limp, its breathing ragged but steady. Its large, intelligent eyes, no longer clouded with pain, blinked slowly and focused on the human. Alex didn't pull away. He started stroking its sleek head, scratching behind one of its large, tufted ears. There you go, all better now, huh? You just had a bad reaction. A low purr, a sound no one in the room had ever heard a Vorlag make, rumbled from its chest. It was a deep, resonant vibration. The creature, the Class 7 apex predator, nudged its head into Alex's hand, seeking more contact. Alex chuckled softly. You're just a big cat, aren't you? A big, six-legged, venomous space cat. The silence in the classroom was absolute. It was shattered when the med team finally burst in, clad in heavy-duty hazard suits. They stopped dead in their tracks, staring at the human calmly petting the now docile predator. One of the medics dropped their scanner. Professor Zyler slowly floated down to the edge of the enclosure, his mind reeling. Alex? How? How did you know what to do? Alex looked up, still scratching the Vorlag's chin. Oh, my planet has a lot of animals. We live with them. Sometimes they get sick or hurt. You learn a few things. It looked like it was having a seizure, and applying pressure to certain nerve points can sometimes help calm the nervous system. He said it so casually, as if explaining how to tie his shoes. Live with them? A Gleep student chirped, her eye stalks re-emerging. You live with creatures that can kill you? Alex shrugged. Well, yeah, we call them pets, or wildlife. We have national parks for the really big ones. You just learn to respect them. And sometimes they need help. He gave the Vorlag one last pat and stood up. He should be fine now, Professor. Just needs to rest. As Alex walked out of the enclosure, his classmates parted for him, a new kind of awe and confusion in their eyes. They weren't just looking at the strange mammal from the dangerous world anymore. They were looking at something they couldn't comprehend. Someone who could face down a monster, not with force but with compassion, and turn its snarls into purrs. That day, the students of Xenobiology 101 learned a new lesson. They learned that the deadliest thing from the death world of Earth wasn't its predators or its cataclysms. It was the baffling, terrifying, and utterly remarkable empathy of its people. And for the rest of the semester, no one dared to sit too close to Alex, not out of fear, but out of a profound and unnerving respect. The human who tamed monsters was far more intimidating than any monster itself.